Have you ever wondered, what are we actually here to do? Not just to survive, not just to achieve, but what's life itself asking of us? The ancient rishis of India looked at this question thousands of years ago, and they gave us a beautifully simple map. They said every human life rests on four pillars. In Sanskrit, they are called the four Purusharthas, the four aims of human existence. They are Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Let's walk through each one simply. Dharma comes first. Dharma means your right action, your duty, your alignment with truth. It's not about religion, it's about living in a way that's honest, that's in tune with who you really are and what's right in front of you. When you keep your word, when you show up for your family, when you do your work with integrity, that's Dharma. It's the foundation everything else is built on. Artha comes next. Artha is wealth, resources, security, and this is important. The rishis never said money is bad or that you should renounce comfort. Artha is necessary. You need a roof, food, resources to take care of your loved ones. A spiritual life is not a poor life. Artha, earned through dharma, is completely honored in this tradition. Kama is the third pillar. Kama means desire, pleasure, love, beauty, joy, creativity. Again, not something to suppress. We are here to enjoy life, to taste good food, to love, to create art, to feel pleasure. Kama, when it flows from dharma, is sacred, not sinful. So you see, dharma, artha, kama, right action, resources, and pleasure. These three put together make up a full, grounded, beautiful human life. But then comes the fourth, and this one is different from the rest. Moksha. Moksha means liberation, freedom. But freedom from what? Freedom from the constant seeking itself. See, artha and kama are desires that repeat. You earn money, you want more. You enjoy something, including the food, you want to feel it again, you want to eat more. There's no end point. But moksha is the one desire that, once fulfilled, ends all seeking. It's the desire to simply be, to rest in who you already are, beneath every role, every desire, every achievement. And this is the most important point I want to sit with you today. Moksha is not something that happens after you die. It's not a place you go to. The wisest teachers of this path spoke of something called Jivan Mukti, liberation while still living, still breathing, still walking around in this very body. Jivan Mukti means you are free right now, not despite your life, but right in the middle of it. You still work, you still love, you still have a family, body, a routine, and a job, but something inside has shifted. You are no longer identified with a small self that constantly wants, resists, and worries. You have touched your very true nature, the witness, the stillness beneath every experience, and now you move through the world from that place. This is ultimately is what every single spiritual path across the world is quietly pointing toward. Whether it's meditation, mantra, surrender, self-inquiry, devotion, every path at its heart is walking you home to this one truth. You are already free. You don't have to wait for some future movement when you get enlightened, some other lifetime to attain that moksha. Jivan Mukti is available to you here, now, in this very life. So the next time you feel caught up in wanting more, achieving more, becoming more, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what's the one desire, a desirable desire, that if fulfilled would end all desiring? That's moksha calling you home. And the doorway to it is always right here, right now. If you enjoy the content on this channel, please like the videos and subscribe to get regular updates. And do share the videos you like with others who may find them useful.